What do you think is causing the decline in home sales volume? 1 in 3 would say demographics, while others would point to a difficult mortgage environment. But according to economists, price-to-income ratios are getting so radically out of whack that lenders are getting more and more risk-averse. A December 2021 post by ColoradoBiz showed that a healthy price-to-income ratio is 2.6 according to experts. The post further revealed that in the United States the average PTI ratio was 5.4 in 2021, which is more than twice the normal ratio. Presently in 2022, the PTI ratio has seen a further increase than a decline. According to an August post by Statista, the United States house price-to-income ratio has been fluctuating ever since 2012 up till now. The ratio was said to be calculated by dividing nominal house price by nominal disposable income per head to show the development of housing affordability. The post further revealed that the index amounted to 100% in 2015, which was then set as a base year. However, during the first quarter of 2022, the index score amounted to 136.3%, which implied that the house price saw a further 36% increase than the income growth. The U.S. housing market is changing, and it's making things more difficult for buyers. Homeownership remains a cornerstone of the American dream, and as such, real estate professionals across the country have made it their mission to facilitate home buying opportunities for would-be homeowners. However, in recent years, home buyers have found the terrain more challenging than ever before. The housing market has been, and continues to be, undergoing enormous changes that are reshaping our approach to owning property. While there are benefits to these new trends, it has become increasingly difficult for buyers to enter the real estate market. Interest rates are up, inventory is way down, and mortgage rates are both creeping higher. Doesn't sound like a great time to buy a home, right? That sentiment was backed up in a recent report that showed homeownership is decreasing as renting becomes more attractive. Do you agree with this? Let us know in the comment section below. In this video, we will discuss why the United States housing market is getting weird for buyers and how it all started. Don't forget to please watch, like, and share this video if you enjoy it. Also, leave your comments and thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more related content similar to this. The housing market is getting weird for buyers. With prices rising and inventory declining, buyers are finding it difficult to find affordable homes. In addition, the number of homes for sale is falling, while the number of buyers is increasing. This is creating a situation where buyers are competing for a limited number of homes, driving prices up. The weirdness doesn't stop there. In addition to rising prices and declining inventory, interest rates are also rising. This is making it more expensive for buyers to finance their purchases. And, to make matters worse, many lenders are tightening their lending standards, making it harder for buyers to get approved for loans. According to a recent post by Bloomberg, the United States are experiencing one of the highest increases ever in history in mortgage rates. The post revealed that many would-be homebuyers are facing a shock with the worsening housing affordability. But you may ask, how did we get to all this? Yeah, you're right, we all need to know how it all started. The rise in United States housing prices began in the early 2000s. A combination of low interest rates and an increase in investment capital led to more people buying homes and bidding up prices. The trend was exacerbated by lax lending standards, which allowed people with poor credit to obtain mortgages. The housing market upturn eventually came to an end in 2006, when prices began to fall. This was caused by a combination of factors, including the bursting of the housing bubble, stricter lending standards, and a decrease in investment capital. The downturn led to a wave of foreclosures and a sharp increase in the number of people who were unable to afford their mortgages. However, with time things began to change for a while, not until the COVID-19 pandemic that hit the whole world came. And this time, the housing market situation became worse than it has ever reached, as it even surpassed the peak of the early 2000s. Here's a look at why the housing market is getting weird for buyers in the United States. One of the factors is that mortgage rates are rising. Right now, mortgage rates are on the rise. In the last few weeks, they've slowly but surely begun to inch up, and experts predict that they'll continue to do so in the coming months. For potential homebuyers, this means that now is not the time to wait around. If you're thinking of buying a house, you should do it sooner rather than later. A post by Bloomberg revealed that according to a statement by the mortgage bankers, the average 30-year mortgage rate, which was less than 3% in 2020, has increased to almost 7% now in 2022. Of course, rising mortgage rates aren't all bad news. If you already own a home, then your property will likely become more valuable as rates go up. And if you're in the market for a new home, higher prices may actually motivate sellers to finally accept your offer. But overall, rising mortgage rates are just another sign that the housing market is becoming increasingly difficult for buyers. Secondly, housing affordability is progressively worsening. The cost of housing is becoming increasingly unaffordable for many Americans. In fact, a recent report by the National Association of Realtors found that the median price of a home in the United States has now reached an all-time high of $389,500. At the same time, wages have remained relatively stagnant. The result is that housing affordability is progressively worsening for many American families. This is particularly true for young adults who are just starting out in their careers and are trying to save for a down payment on a home. There are several factors contributing to this trend. One is the continued rise in home prices. Another is the lack of available inventory, which has driven prices even higher. And finally, interest rates have begun to rise as well, making it even more difficult for buyers to afford a home. It's unclear where things will go from here. However, it's clear that the current state of affairs is unsustainable and something needs to be done to address this issue. Otherwise, we could see a major crisis in the housing market down the road. Thirdly, the inventory of homes for sale is low. The inventory of homes for sale in the United States is currently at an all-time low. This is causing a lot of problems for buyers who are looking to purchase a home. The problem is that there are just not enough homes available for sale to meet the demand from buyers. This has caused prices to skyrocket and bidding wars to break out in some markets. The lack of inventory is caused by a number of factors. First, many homeowners are still waiting for the value of their home to rebound so they can sell it at a profit. Second, new home construction has lagged behind population growth over the past few years. And finally, many investors who bought up properties during the housing crisis are now holding onto them as rentals instead of selling them. This low inventory situation is expected to continue for the foreseeable future, so buyers need to be prepared for a competitive market. Lastly, the real estate market is becoming more volatile. The volatility of the real estate market is making it harder for buyers to find a stable home to purchase. Trading Economics reported in September that existing house sales in the U.S. decreased by 0.4% to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 4.8 million in August 2022, the lowest figures since May 2020 and following a downwardly corrected 5.7% decline in July. This volatility is being caused by a number of factors, including the rise in interest rates, higher prices for land and construction materials, and tighter lending standards. These factors are making it difficult for buyers to afford a new home, especially if they're looking to buy in an expensive city like San Francisco or New York. All of this is creating a perfect storm for buyers. Prices are rising, inventory is falling, interest rates are increasing, and lending standards are tightening. If you're thinking of buying a home, you may want to act soon, before the market gets even weirder. The housing market is in a precarious condition. It's no longer just a matter of finding a home you like and making an offer. Now, there are all sorts of things to consider in order to make sure you're not getting ripped off. Here are a few tips to help you stay safe in the current market. 1. Do your research. There are lots of resources available online, so make sure you spend some time looking into the market before you start your search. This will help you know what to expect and avoid any nasty surprises. 2. Get a good real estate agent. This is someone who will have your best interests at heart and will be able to help you navigate the market. Make sure you interview a few different agents before you choose one, and don't be afraid to ask for references. 3. Pay attention to your gut. If something feels off about a particular property or situation, trust your instincts and walk away. It's not worth taking any unnecessary risks. 4. Have realistic expectations. The market is still recovering from the recession, so don't expect to find your dream home for a bargain price. Be prepared to compromise on things like location or amenities, and remember that you may have to make some repairs after you move in. By following these tips, you can help ensure that you'll find a safe and affordable home in the current market. Do you think with time there would be a change in the current housing market upsurge? Feel free to let us know in the comment section. Also, kindly share this video with your family and friends at home and abroad. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.